guess I had my first fire of the spring, May the 9th. Beautiful day. Just came out to make sure the fire pit was still working the way I had left it last fall. The rocks with all the names of Labrador weathered the storm of the winter pretty good. As you can see, the snow is all gone on the bike trail. And a lot of the trails. I guess I'm going to check out the main trail now. But the bike trail here has been widened since last year, and they took up the asphalt that was there, and it's probably double the width what it was last year. But very good day here on this, I guess, May the 9th, and the afternoon, maybe about 3 o'clock, and a beautiful day to just go out and do a little bit of exploring here in the big land. Sand everywhere. You can see in the distance, you can see Lake Millville, the Churchill River, still frozen over somewhat, and Meeting Mountains in the background. A lot less snow on them now than what we have seen in the winter just passed. If you're a follower of my channel and you saw my last video just last week, it's last Saturday, this is the same place that I stopped, and there was a fair bit of snow here. Maybe still a foot left on the trail compacted down, but now you can see it's pretty well all gone, except for some over here on this side. So we've had a large melt in the last 10 days, which is good for quadding, not so good for snowmobiling, but I think that's past now, or I know it's past, but in this part of Labrador anyway. So just gonna go down here, maybe as far as the bog. I figures that's as far as I can get today. Probably the end of the road for me coming this way today, just because I probably could get across the bog, but if I get stuck, then I'm here by myself. That probably is not a good thing, so I'm going to err on the side of caution and just head back up the other way and have a look at the trail up that way. But this is about 2 kilometers from my house on the main trail. And this is really the first major bog that we would encounter. Usually we go straight ahead here, just go to the right a little bit, and then we pick up the main trail again. And there's a few more bogs down there, but we can go back out to the main road and come up and access them. But it's a beautiful day and don't need any trouble. So like I say, I'm going to head back up the trail now without trying to venture across here. As we would call them, the pussy willows are out on these willows, and just saw a monarch butterfly that I was hoping he would stay around, but can't see him anymore now. But yeah, spring is here. So I don't know what you call them, but we call them pussy willows. You can see the little furry bud on top of the tree, or the limbs. That's where the leaf will come from. I'll give you a closer shot shortly. Pussy willows. You see them very plainly here. And pretty well go right up the branch. Sure sign of this would be a welcome sign this past winter, as I knew I was getting close to going fishing in Wilburn Bay. But now, as you can see from these pictures, things in Wilburn Bay is not safe for anybody to be ice fishing. With the black ice can be seen here in the pictures. So the only way I would be fishing now is if I was out in boat. Trail system, as I said in my winter videos, here in Lake Melville or Upper Lake Melville, very well connected. And the last time I saw this sign before now was in the winter when I used to make my trips to Wilburn Bay to do some smelting. A number of times I went down there. So I passed the bog, or bypassed the bog, and now I'm down to the sign that gives you some direction with regards to all of the trails. So the trail to the left here, this one over here, that's the main trail, and that will take you on down to Burn Point. And the one back here, if you can access it, will take you to where I just came from, Midtown. And then the one up here to the right will take you back up to where my premises is. So when I finish here, I'm gonna go down here a little bit further down, probably to where that water is. See how much water is there. I'm not going to try to cross it for that reason, but probably we'll come back and have a look at going down towards Burn Point on the main trail. Probably one of the last rides I had this past winter on Snow Machine, and that was only less than 2 weeks ago on a Thursday when we had a snow day in school. It just came down on quad, just up there a little bit, just went around the water here and just came down here now and stopped. This is the trail, as I said, heading to Wilburn Bay. And as you can see, there's a fair bit of mud and water on it. So I think it'll be like this for probably another kilometer or kilometer and a half. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to indulge the bog, especially where I might get stuck. Some have went on down there, as you can see with the tracks just up by the water here, but I am not that adventurous. So I'm just going to head back now and do a little bit more exploring the other ways, down towards the main trail and then back home. Main trail to Burn Point, and then the main trail back home, up around where the co-op store is. trail system in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, Upper Lake Millville area. Still a lot of it accessible even during the spring thaw and summer. Just great to get out. Again, you can see it's the end of the line here for me traveling on quad, just because of a lot of water out here and bogs. As far as you can see the Hvgb Mountains in the background. But it's just beautiful for traveling again today. Shadow is a little bit, not a bit long, but anyway, it's a beautiful day to be out in shirt sleeves with a helmet on, just exploring the upper Lake Millville area now that the snowmobiling season is over. Gonna head back up this way now, back towards the main trail. Well, I'm on the main trail, but the main trail that takes me back home. About a kilometer or two away from home here on the bike trail. Just made a big loop, went into the main trail a little bit, as has been said. So now I come back here. So this ride today would be about, I don't know, 13 kilometers, not a lot, but just doing a bit of exploring. So just down over the hill from my place, I'm going to head back up there now. So looking forward to just getting back and relaxing, maybe doing a couple jobs outside. But a beautiful afternoon here in Happy Valley, Goose Bay. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am.